Hi y'all, so I'm videoing in my room right now just because I have roommates, and all I'm doing for this recipe video is sauteing kale. It's really quick. I'm just doing kale, I'm not doing any other vegetables, so it won't take that long, and trying to explain everything while I'm doing it really won't explain it very well. So I decided to do this recipe just because I like leafy greens and I haven't had it in a really long time. So I went to the store and got kale from Kroger's, and it was like 80 cents a bundle. So I ended up getting 2 bundles, and so I did that Sunday, and I think yesterday I realized that this is a ingredient that I could use for my video. So Sunday night I just got the bundle of kale. I got 2 bundles and I went ahead and cut it up just so I could save it in the refrigerator. So my kale right now is in this little baggie. Like I said, it's 2 bundles. Only thing that I have to do with it is wash it and maybe cut it up a little bit more, but that's it. So the recipe is super easy. The only thing that I will be using is a little bit of oil, garlic, the kale, and the recipe says for a vegetable broth, but I had chicken broth in my cabinet, so I'm just going to use that instead. And then of course salt and pepper for however much you want. The recipe also calls for red wine. I'm not 21. I can't buy red wine, so I will not be adding that into my recipe. If that's something you're interested in, then of course you can go ahead and add the amount, but like I said, I'm not going to be adding it. I never added wine to my kale before, and I know like it's not going to make a big difference just because I never had it before, but yeah. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and explain everything just because it's going to go by super fast. So the first thing that I'm going to do is wash the kale. After I'm done washing it, I'm going to go ahead and cut it up. Once it's cut, I'm going to put it on the side. I also have to mince the garlic, and I just have to do 2 clovers. So after I cut everything, I'm going to go ahead and get my skillet, put my oil in it, and then I'm going to put my minced garlic into the skillet. One important thing that the recipe says to do is to cook the garlic, but make sure that it doesn't change colors. You don't want to burn it or cook it too well that once you add in the garlic, once you add in the kale, it burns then. So you kind of just want to cook it a little bit, and then after that you're going to add in your vegetable or chicken broth, and then once that starts to kind of simmer, you're gonna go ahead and add in your. So like I said before, this is just me washing the. So like I said, I needed to cut some of the kale again. I did a quick cut on Sunday, and this is just me going over it again. After that, I had to go ahead and cut up the garlic. It was really hard for me to break it up first just because it's been in the refrigerator. But the recipe says to slice. I really didn't pay attention, so I accidentally minced. But you can do. So this is my oil and garlic in the pan. My skillet was a little too hot. So when I added in the garlic, it started to change color really quickly. That's one of the things that I talked about before. It didn't mess up my recipe, but that's something to be aware of. So this is my broth too, so that's why it looks a little bit more liquidy. I want it to boil so the kale could be put in while it's hot. So this is my kale in the skillet. It's very important to remember that kale will shrink. So it may look really full, but it's going to go down. So this is just a video of me mixing it. You want to make sure that once it shrinks, that you turn the greens or the kale over so that all of the kale is cooked evenly. That's just really important. You don't want to forget to do that. Another thing that I do is add in my seasonings at this time. I added in pepper, It looks like a lot, but the shaker really doesn't work that well. After that, I put in some salt too. Another thing that I added was this cayenne seasoning that I really like. Of course, you do not have to add that, but that's something I like, and it just helps spice it up a little bit more. So I reheated my pasta and added my kale on the side, and this is the finished product.